The Olympiad, Joe, continues to go on here as we get closer and closer to men's and women's gold medal games and a lot of fun speed skating taking place now. Big air, a lot more Olympic games left to go. But how about this, Joe? Per The Athletic, Russian and Belarusian athletes will compete in the Paralympics in March under their national flags. 20 competitors from Belarus and Russia are currently competing at the Winter Olympics as individual neutral athletes. AIN here. Why can they do this here at the Paralympics but not the Olympics, Joe? What are we doing?
That's a good question, but I may or may not have made some money banking on the Belarus handball team, Donnie. I have quite a good lead there at Bell. Don't sleep on them being able to pull down some medals. But yes, I don't know why they can't do it for the regular Olympics. Kind of makes no sense to me, Donnie.
Now, by the way, I assume they're doing just about every single sport that the actual Olympics do. So do they have like the U.S. men's hockey team there at the Paralympics where they're on like the little boards and they go around? How tough is that, man? Man.
Big time. Big time. I don't know that I'd be able to make it. I mean, let's face it. This is, you're talking about a whole different group of athletes who should have their own stage, Donnie. Let's be honest.
Yeah, like, by the way, like when you see the, like, let's just call it like the New York Marathon where like some of the Paralympic athletes go through there in the chair and they just have their arms like for 20 plus miles. I mean, some good, shout out to those guys, man. Absolutely amazing athletes at this point. But let's get to the medal count, Joe. With just 5 days of competition left, Norway extending its lead in the 2026 Winter Olympics, 31 total medals, 14 golds leading the way. Italy 24, US 21, Germany 20, and Japan 19, Joe. I got to ask you this question too, because I start to see it coming up now where people are getting angry like, well, Norway has one guy that wins like 7 gold medals. Like, why is that fair? Why can't you have the team sports individually each get a medal as well? I'm starting to hear that, Joe. I am.
Well, we had some just disappointing performances, Donnie, in the Winter Olympics thus far. We had a lot of, athletes and events that were at the were supposed to hit the podium. Forget about winning the gold, but they didn't even hit the podium, Donnie. So it's been a rough stretch in some of these sports for Team USA.
It has. I was watching a speed skating event yesterday. It was like 3 guys in a line. They go up against Italy and got smoked in the final when the Team USA was the favorite here. Come on now. Show up, boys. I know it's home ice advantage, but come on. Get a couple wins here. But maybe the most controversial athlete, the most expensive athlete at the Winter Games, Eileen Gu. Let's hear from her.
Also, do you see these as 2 silvers gained or 2 golds lost?
I'm the most decorated female free skier in history. I think that's an answer in and of itself. How do I say this? Winning a medal at the Olympics is a life-changing experience for every athlete. Doing it 5 times is exponentially harder because every medal is equally hard for me, but everybody else's expectations rise, right? And so the 2 medals lost situation, to be quite frank with you, I think is kind of a ridiculous perspective to take. I'm showcasing my best skiing. I'm doing things that quite literally have never been done before. And so I think that is more than good enough. But thank you.
Yes, so what she's saying, things people's never seen before is you are an American, but you are participating for China and only for the paycheck. You know what I would love to if she got up there and say, hey, look, I got so much money coming in here from China. Like, it'd be stupid for me not to. And most people are like, you know what? I respect that at that point because a lot of people have done a lot of things for more money, even if it might not be the correct thing in a sports landscape here. So I just wish just come clean. Like Barry Bonds. Of course I took steroids and I used the cream. I wanted to be the best player. You know what happened in 3 days? He goes in the Hall of Fame. Pete Rose, day number 1. I'm a madman. I had an addiction. I gambled. I'm sorry. Within a year, he would have been in the Hall of Fame here. Just admit it. And most people can move on, Joe. Isn't that right?
Donnie, I loved her response after the question because that laugh that she gave, that guy was spot on, that reporter. Don't think for 1 minute she's happy with silver. That's not even remotely in the vocabulary. She is, a big part of her is bent that she didn't get. So yeah, the two medals lost. Yeah, you did because you were supposed to get gold. You probably thought you were going to get gold, and silver, is not gold. So, and that laugh tells me he hit it right on the head there.
Yep, got it right away. That's it. Hey, look, man, dig a little bit deeper here, get those responses we want. How about Lindsey Vonn? Haven't heard about her in a couple days. Well, her leg, is it still in pieces, Joe? That's the question.
Yeah, she said I mean, she's back in the U.S., right? But said she has not been out of a bed or hasn't moved here since the accident. Not just awful here. It's going to take a while. Let's face it. It's going to take a while before the rehab and everything else begins as well.
And by the way, I need an explanation on this. Team USA men's curling medal round hopes take a major hit with a loss to Italy. I thought we beat Sweden for the medal. I can't even think out here. Unreal is what's going on over at the Winter Olympics, Joe. Let's take another look here. I'm enjoying this here. And again, the best is yet to come in ice hockey. Here's a tweet from FanDuel yesterday. It says, U.S. really beat Italy by 30 in hockey. Let me go back. What year was the U.S. we looking at? 23-0 games, 31-1 games out here, 20-1 games. Look at these. How about by the way, Canada-Denmark, 1949, Joe. I know you probably can't see it on the screen here coming back. 47-0. What kind of football game broke out on the ice there?
Yeah, that's not exactly what I would call competitive at that point there, Tiny. Were they playing anybody on that team that gave up how many goals did they give up? Was anybody in net? Did they have a goaltender? How does that work exactly?
I mean, what was that game at Cotton? Was it like Georgia Tech versus Cumberland, whoever it was, where they beat them like 300-0 at this point? When does it stop? Is it a running clock at that point? Did they only have one player out there and nobody had pads on in goal? Like, that's the only thing I could think of, Joe.
It makes no sense. Like, I mean, unless the other team, were you not playing with a goalie? There was nobody there to start, like, the no resist. How many goals is that per period? I mean, you got, that's absurd. Every other shot hits the back of the net. That's crazy. Absolutely.
And just think
crazy.
about somebody in 1949 running around town like, yeah, I hit the over. It was 4.5. They scored 47 goals in this game. Or maybe they had a lightning bet back in the day, Joe, in the 40s, where it's like, hey, every goal over 5 gets you paid even more money, and bankrupted some of those locals out here. How about Martin Neckis and David Pastrnak, Pasta Man, helping Czechia move into the Olympic qualification playoff here? They will take on Canada, in the men's quarterfinals.
Yeah, no, that was actually a pretty good match too. But don't forget, everybody gets reseeded, I think, after this, right, Johnny? So it'll be interesting to see if all goes well and it remains chalky. We're still looking at Canada 1 and USA 2 anyway.
Yes, we are. Confirmed, Joe. USA will face Sweden in the Olympic quarterfinals, and away we go. Don't mess this up, Sweden. Don't you? Look, the only thing I can't mess it up is, I guess, if the U.S. and Canada meet in the bronze medal game, but that'll be sort of anticlimactic. Don't you mess this up. We deserve USA, Canada, men's and women's here at the Olympics. We do.
Yeah, and I think we'll get it. I mean, Czechia going up against Canada right now, right? I believe, or that game's coming up at... that was it's getting ready. The puck is getting ready to drop here, I think. So we got a lot of hockey going on here today, but I think it's going to be a little chalky, Donnie. I don't think we're getting any real crazy upsets from this point forward.
Yeah, how about Slovakia pounding Germany right now, 4-1. Then you have coming up a little bit later, 10:40. That is Canada and Czechia minus 1450 on that money line, and then Sweden versus the USA, Joe. USA only a minus 260 favorite. Don't let us down, Team USA. Don't do it. We want that final, and you want hour number 2 coming up next. You know what else the people we got to get out of honesty for? What they like in our Fade the Public poll. Here comes up now. Stop what you're doing today in the afternoon. Why? Because Sweden's going to take on the men's hockey team here. And we asked a question, you, the public, on what you think the outcome could possibly be. Will Sweden upset the USA in men's ice hockey? Never. There's always a chance. And yes, the USA is overrated. For me, I took the simple answer, Joe. You see that check mark? I went that way. There's always a chance.
Yeah, it's always a chance, but I think it all depends on who you ask, right? Because I'm fairly certain if we ask just strictly our Canadian brethren, if Sweden or the U.S., I'm pretty sure they would have chosen, no, they stink, Team USA is not losing to Sweden. It's not happening. They will advance and be the second seed. That's it. Just get ready. It's USA and Canada.
Yeah, even if you have to rig it. Everyone wants to see USA, Canada. You make more money. The ratings are higher. That's the way we get down to business.